Hello and welcome to the Watering Hole. Thanks for checking out this clip. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that'll make the baby Jesus cry, and I know how much you guys love making the baby Jesus cry. Hello and welcome to my channel. Vice Rhino here. Hello. Who the fuck is that guy over there?
Channel. I have no idea. Here? Also, apparently I can hear. Who the fuck is that guy over there? I have no idea.
Yep. I apparently left your stream open.
Oop.
So there we go. That's that.
Hey, everybody on my stream can hear you just fine.
Yeah. So, who the fuck is that guy?
I am trying some new things, and by new things, I mean things I did 3 years ago.
Yeah.
The long story short is, so I've been trying to figure out ways I can improve my channel because numbers have not been what they had been before, and I started eliminating basically every factor that I could think of that was an issue. So like videos not being done on time because of an editor issue, or any number of like outside factors. And then once I eliminated all those factors, the numbers were still not what I'm used to seeing. I went, okay, now that I've eliminated everything else, now I need to figure out what changes need to be made here. So now it's time to do the series of experiments, as it were.
Yep. Yeah, that's always fun. So we Sirs had a great idea to have me as the Rhino avatar and him as the human for this stream, and that would have been fun. But I kind of gaslit his chat a little bit, like, oh no, I don't have that program anymore, but I do. But it was giving me issues with the camera, so the avatar was just sitting there lifelessly. And
I can tell you what the problem was, actually. Now that I thought about it.
What's that?
So the issue is that your camera was already in use. Unless if your camera's already in use by OBS, VC Face can't see it.
Yeah, that would do it then.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's yeah, but it's too late for that now. The magic is gone.
It is what it is.
But I do have... Oh, shit. What the fuck is going on with my levels? Okay. Hi, testing. Why am I clipping? Or almost clipping? Okay.
That's weird.
How about you? Are you good?
You sound fine to me.
Yeah.
But
okay.
That's not the same as what everybody else is hearing.
I'm wondering... Oh, yeah. No, you know what? I know what I did. What I did. I restarted my computer, which means that I also restarted the GoXLR software. Which, hello. Nope, that's... Hello. And I found that the GoXLR has a built-in amp inside of it that makes the audio sound really, really crunchy. So I had lowered the gain on the GoXLR and cranked up the input level. And yeah, and that didn't get saved because it doesn't save it automatically.
Oh, you sound really, really low now.
Sound really low. Okay.
Like,
how about now? Is this better?
Yeah, you're right where you should be. You're peaked right into the red.
Right into the red. Okay.
Yeah, which is like the like one decibel into the red, which is perfectly reasonable.
Come here. Sorry, I've got a beer delivery. No. Good. I need you to put 3 cans in there and then fill it with ice. And empty the water from my last stream. No, take the thing and go. Go. Okay, there we go. Having a child deliver beer to me. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Now, now that that's out of the way, technical issues. I feel like you've been dealing with that today, based on what you were saying to me.
Just a little bit.
Okay. So this is very important to me that we discuss this, but you remember the car story that we discussed last time?
Yes, actually, I do.
So that has its whole Wikipedia page now. Firstly, I was absolutely right decoding Fox News, their latest episode that covered it, and Fox News just like, holy shit, they were so much worse than we were saying last week. Like, they spent hours calling it a terrorist attack, and then the correction was like, just like a quick 30-second, like, yeah, I guess it was just an accident. But more important than that, do you know what kind of car it was?
No, I don't.
So it was a Bentley. Specifically, the Bentley Flying Spur. Like,
I shouldn't find that as funny as I do.
I find it amazing. It's amazing. I can't, like, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, I feel bad for the couple that, like, we still don't know what happened. Like, it might have been a medical emergency. It might have been that he was drunk. There wasn't enough of a body left to, like, run toxicology or anything. But we don't know. We have no idea why he was going so fast. So it's tragic. But it's a Bentley Flying Spur that literally went flying 8 feet into the air.
Yeah, it's tragic, but funny, and you feel bad laughing about it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you know what? If I die in a way that is funny, I give everybody full permission to make as much fun of that as they want. Like, have at it. I don't want people feeling bad if I die in a funny way, if they make jokes about it.
Yes. So if anybody who is a diehard, like, fundamentalist Christian tries to get angry at you now, you just go, nope, that's the golden rule. I did unto others as I would have them do unto me.
There we go.
Exactly.
Okay, so back to normal. This is November, so it's fundraiser. We're getting to the end of November, and we still got like $4,400 to go. And yeah, I'm not terribly hopeful we're going to get to 10,000. Is this going to be the first year that you guys are going to let me down? It's every other year we've blown past our goal.
Just let Rhino manipulate your empathy centers.
Oh, I got Jimmy coming on Thursday. He's really good at this, so I'm hoping he can squeeze some cash out of some people.
That makes it sound awful.
And it kind of is awful, but at the same time,
but it's awful for charity.
He has no shame, so I get him on to do the things that I'm too I'm
principled
to do. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
God, that made it sound even worse. I'm bad at this. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So
Naramda puts, and no one makes a joke.
So I know
mad.
Naramda puts noticed before the stream that it was at $5,666.66, and he was like, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to wait to donate until you guys are live so you can say funny number." So, yeah, but you know what would have solved that, Naramda puts, is if you donated $1,000. That, or donated enough to get it to 420 of the next one. That could have been fun as well.
Jeez.
You
have Jimmy on theirs day. Just any day that ends in day or Y.
Yeah.
Any day that ends in day. Jesus Christ. I have no brain cells.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
You're gonna leave that alone?
I'm gonna be the bigger person here.
No, go ahead.
Senshini says, I'm calling it. Rhino will die in a farm accident, sticking a turnip in a harvesting machine with a turnip stuck in his ass. Okay, as I was reading that, like, sticking turnip in harvest machine, I'm like, that's not where I'd be sticking the turnip. And then I got to the end and was like, okay, yeah, they got it.
They got it in one. And so did you.
No, I got it where number 2 normally goes. So.
Oh, well, fair.
Avalon of Babylon says, hey, Rhino, who's that fleshy nerd with you? Where's the booba girl? I assure you, there is still the same amount of booba on this call. It's just not as visible.
I'm going to the gym, and I don't know if it's going to go away.
That wasn't just a dig at you.
I know.
We both got the boobas.
They're just covered in hair.
Mine are not. For a Scottish guy who probably had the Italian sneak into his bloodline back when they were on the British Isles, I'm surprisingly hairless underneath my shirt.
Huh. The more you know.
Yeah.
Fan artists, get on that. Now you know. Now you know what to do.
I've got like 6 hairs that are just like there for some reason. It's weird. My body is weird. What can I say?
Like the one guy from Smiling Friends just got the couple hairs that are just out of his head. Are those the only hairs you have on your head? No, they're actually exposed nerves. I've just been informed that Henry Kissinger has just died. He was the advisor under Nixon.
I feel like that's a yay.
I feel like this is cause for celebration.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah. I'm okay. He's one of those people where like I know the name and I have a negative association with him, and I feel like war criminal is an applicable term.
I don't know if I would use that term.
War
I'm not
hawk?
sure. Hawkish, yes.
Okay.
Hawkish, yes, I would go with.
Okay.
Not every hawk's a criminal, because not every hawk has the power to engage in criminal activities.
Yeah, but he did. He was Henry fucking Kissinger. But I also, at the same time, I don't really know what he did. But I know that it was bad.
Hold.
I know that it was bad. I just don't know what it was. And for the charity, we're at 568836. So
somebody was like, Henry Kissinger died. Looks like I need to donate.
Somebody needs to donate to celebrate Henry Kissinger's death, or in his memory if you liked him. If you liked him, probably don't watch the stream. You're probably not going to agree with my politics if you liked Henry Kissinger.
You have somebody who's just like, my hero is Ronald Reagan, and
yeah,
Ronald Reagan accessories.
You should go elsewhere if Ronald Reagan is your hero.
I'll take them. I'll take them over on my channel. We'll argue about it. They'll change their mind eventually.
Sure.
I'm balding.
I am not. I have lush hair.
Ah.
This is my Italian ancestry.
This is where the Keeps advertisement comes in.
I wish. No, like this is so. Yeah, so according to my lineage, I am a purebred Scot. According to my skin complexion, the Romans got in there somewhere. Because like I don't really like I'll get a sunburn at the beginning of the summer, and then I spend the rest of the summer looking olive-skinned, basically. So like that's not how Scottish people deal with the sun.
No, normally they deal with the sun with copious amounts of sunscreen and regret.
Yeah, so so the combination of my darker than most Scottish people complexion and my lush head of hair leads me to believe that yeah, the Romans got into my bloodline somewhere. But like officially I'm as white can be. My church had those chairs. And
they're not super comfy.
I was the janitor at that church.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. I got paid to have sex in the church basement. That was when I was a good little Christian boy. We were married.
It was just kinky in the church basement.
Yeah, it was just like, you know, it was one of those things where it's like, we're married. They hired me as the janitor. I'm like, hey, can I bring my wife to help out? And it's like, we're not going to hire her. So if you're going to do the job faster, we have to pay you less. So sure, why not? And then it was like, we're in the church. There's nobody else in the church. Let's have sex.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah.
We've learned a new kink for Rhino today.
Actually, it was... No, you know, she wouldn't want me to make this public, so I'm not going to say it. I was going to talk about her kinks, but like she's dead, and she was like... She had the Christian upbringing of shame, where she didn't want to talk about anything like that publicly. So like there was a lot of like before we live streamed, there were a lot of conversations like, how far can I take this conversation? Like, how much can I discuss? And like, you know, like, so no, I'm not going to discuss that.
Yeah, you don't go against the wishes just because they're not there to enforce them.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
On a similar note, since we're approaching the holiday season, don't put money in the Salvation Army jars. They're an LGBTQ hate group. Don't do it. Give money to Project Share instead by going to share.vicerhino.com, which should work theoretically. Ooh, also, I just set up an email address and I had to pay $20 for this, so you better make it worth it. If you see some news that you want us to cover on tweets, send it to news@vicerhino.com. So send me links there, because sometimes it's hard for me to find news stories. So yeah, your help is appreciated. News@vicerhino.com.
There you go.
Oh shit.
just clicked right away from it.
I went for the mouse and my my finger hit the just us button. It's the romantic scene of just you and me.
Get out of my house.
Adam Broughton says, sadly, a close family member stands on kettles for the Salvation Army every year and helps count the proceeds. I mean, they do some good. Like, in a time in my life when I was in need, the Salvation Army did help me out with some bills at one point.
Mm.
But like, I don't give them money because they're not accountable to where the money goes, because they're a religious organization. They can send it wherever the fuck they want. And they don't need to tell anyone. And they're one of these organizations that has consistently been like, oh yeah, no, we promise we'll stop giving to LGBTQ hate groups. And then they're caught giving to LGBTQ hate groups a little while later.
Mm.
So yeah, it is what it is.
Yup.
So I'm so like kind of drunk, like I'm not drunk, but I'm a little bit slurring my speech. I just missed my mouth at the beer. I'm like covered in beer right now.
I thought that was a fantasy of yours, just being covered in beer.
You can't see it on camera, but like I just looked down, there's just like foam all over me from this last thing because I missed my mouth with that last sip.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
The Catholic Church is driving me to drink.
I'll make sure not to miss your mouth.
Ooh. Onlyfans.com/Vice Rhino and Cirrus.
The VR, do you need a sippy cup? Get you a sippy cup for beer?
Actually, I used to work at a winery that sold sippy cups for wine. Not even kidding.
Okay, then.
And like all of the marketing language that was on those displays made it sound like you were supposed to drive with this cup. But they were very careful to separate that from like actually like having alcohol in the container. Like you could put anything in it, like juice, while you're driving, but also it's a wine glass.
You could use it to drink soda, but we all know you're using it for champagne.
Yeah. It was actually so the company, like the winery that I worked for at the time, they got their start making Baby Duck, not champagne, the sparkling wine or whatever, which older people will probably recognize as the cheap champagne stuff, the cheap champagne-like thing that you would buy just to get drunk, but it's actually terrible.
Mm. The thing that you have to mix with 1 billion fruit juices to get it palatable?
Yeah. And I was actually at their 50th anniversary party. I worked their 50th anniversary party, and they had someone in a Baby Duck mascot costume thing wandering around. It was actually kind of fun.
Huh.
That was one of the jobs that I actually enjoyed.
Okay. Fair enough. I cannot look. If you enjoyed walking around in Baby Duck cosplay, I'm not going to kink shame.
No, I wasn't the one in the Baby Duck costume.
Why not?
Because they didn't ask me. You can bet your ass I would have said yes if they'd asked me. Like, hey, do you want to wear a Baby Duck costume and just walk around waving at people? Like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'd do that. Pretend like I'm being sociable while not having my face visible, and I can be like scowling at people the entire time. Absolutely, I'll fucking do that.
God, that reminds me of the catharsis of being a clerk at a gas station, and anytime a customer pissed me off, I just flicked them off under the counter and just like, I have power.
So that was I was still working at the restaurant when the pandemic started, and so when we all had masks, the mask was one of my favorite things as a server, because I could mouth fuck off every time somebody did something stupid, and they would never know. Because as long as I don't let my eyes reflect it, you're like, oh, fuck off. You're fucking kidding me. Really? Fuck off. But they can't see my mouth, so whatever.
Jesus.
It was great. I loved it. I'm such an angry person sometimes.
The more drunk Rhino gets, the more we're like, oh, the name actually is descriptive of something. He has a vice, and his vice is rage.
It wasn't just that it happened to be an anagram for Eric Hovind. Which, so I it was in a private chat that I don't necessarily have permission to divulge the specifics of, but I will say I saw Eric Hoven's signature today, and just say, the way he writes his name, his last name looked like horny, and then my mind, like the way he wrote his first name, it was not legible. It didn't really look like it on retro, like thinking back on it, but like because I read his last name as horny first, my mind backfilled his first name as very. So he signed his name Very Horny.
He's very horny.
So, and that tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're at $6,000. Was that where I said I'd give an uwu?
Yeah, that's where you said you would do the thing.
How do you normally do it?
You're not getting me that easy. Nice try, though.
Okay, I honestly don't know the proper way of doing this, but uwu. I don't know. Is that it? Is that a good one?
No, but I'm not gonna stop.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm just gonna do every single iteration of ooh that I can think. Thank you to whoever got us to $6,000. I appreciate it. We're now at $6,038.36. Where are my OCD people at that need to even out the dollar amount? Come on, sirs, get back here. I'm done. I'm done oohing.
Okay.
Sirs is back to being slime.
I'm back.
Luigi Potter says higher pitch normally. So, ooh. Is that the appropriate way to do it?
All right, everybody. I'm back. New model unlocked. I guess.
It's the real Sir Slime. What a tail you have. That is a big tail.
It's a
woo indeed.
Oh, do I just have to put it like right about there?
Binary Hedgehog says Rhino is the most threatening furry. I don't know why I'm threatening.
Shaw says a tail ring in quotes.
Avalon of Babylon says nod sagely, meow. I think that came when I was quoting the article that was being all like meow 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 meow.
No more meows.
Meow.
Said hippos are more threatening than rhinos. That is actually 100% true.
Hundo P. Yeah.
I would never want to fuck with a hippo.
Nope. No, those things are scary.
If you've ever seen their jaws crack a watermelon, just know that's the least of what they can do.
Yeah, so that was Rosina Keller sent $250 saying, I want a proper uwu. Corey sent $100 saying, I've been watching your content for a long time. It's been helping me be a pain in the ass for religious people. We'll use good information to do it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Fennec the Rabbit gave another $15. Naramdaput gave $6.70 for RIP funding number. You were funny. And Anonymous gave $59.56. So those are all the donations we've had on this stream so far.
Ooh. No, but I'm not gonna stop.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.